In a recent Psychology of Play podcast titled Psychology in Media, Full Sail instructors John Morton and Laura Harless discuss the ways that psychology in media is used to influence our decision making through various conditioning. The term conditioned consumerism is discussed, and how we as viewers and consumers may not even be aware of the ways that we are being emotionally manipulated. John explores the ways that the media may sometimes engage in what is best described as scare tactics as a tool to motivate viewership of a specific news broadcast. Laura also describes the idea of conditioning and the psychology of behaviorism in human beings, and how, like the concept of Pavlov and his dogs, we are subjected to repeated messages or stimuli. I liked how John points out how the media may go to great lengths to motivate the audience, even if it means scaring them by providing a brief, urgent call to view a nightly news story that might save their lives, but will not air until later that evening. I also found it interesting how Laura points out the way music can be used to manipulate emotions, and how bright colors like red can stimulate heart rate, or yellow may provoke feelings of hunger. I can think of a few fast food commercials that employ this tactic. I thought it was funny how Laura describes how commercials may suggest that we as consumers may have been doing things wrong, such as the way we use aluminum foil. This is so funny because it's so true. How many infomercials have you seen that show you how your lives can be made so much easier by purchasing a new gadget, and how up until now life has been so difficult? Later, John points out the importance of diversity in media sources, and points out how interesting it is to view news broadcasts from other countries and to get a sense of how the world views American culture and events. And finally, Laura points out the importance of being aware that conditioning is in fact happening, whether we perceive it or not. It may not necessarily be a negative thing always, but it is a reality, and despite that, we are still free to make our own choices, do our own research, and ultimately live above the influence of media conditioning.